What if I told you that some of the world's most breathtaking destinations are hiding in places most Americans never even think about visiting? Forget Paris, forget London, and forget Rome. Today, we're diving into 10 unexpected countries that are quietly offering unforgettable adventures for American travelers, and you might be shocked by who makes the list.
Number 10. Slovenia.
Nestled between Italy, Austria, and Croatia, Slovenia is one of Europe's best-kept secrets. Despite its size, it packs in alpine peaks, Mediterranean coastline, and lush green valleys. The capital, Ljubljana, is often compared to a fairytale town, with its charming bridges and dragon legends. Americans are often surprised by how walkable and safe the city feels. Then there's Lake Bled, with its iconic church on a tiny island. It looks straight out of a storybook. Visitors can row out, ring the church bell, and make a wish. Statistically, Slovenia is among the world's top sustainable tourism leaders, with over 30% of its land protected. For eco-conscious Americans, that's a major draw. The country also boasts a rich history, featuring Roman ruins and medieval castles. Every corner feels like stepping into a different chapter of Europe's past. Food here is another highlight. Think hearty stews, local wines, and pastries influenced by neighboring countries. Yet, prices are far lower than those in Western Europe. And for US travelers who love the outdoors, Slovenia's hiking trails, caves, and rivers rival Switzerland, but at a fraction of the cost. Number 9. Uruguay. South America's second smallest country is often overshadowed by Brazil and Argentina, but Uruguay offers a refreshing, laid-back charm. Montevideo, the capital, has a gorgeous waterfront promenade where locals gather for evening mate tea. The city blends European architecture with beach town vibes. For beach lovers, Punta del Este is often called the St. Tropez of South America, drawing celebrities but also offering hidden coastal gems. Statistically, Uruguay ranks among the safest Latin American nations, with strong democratic institutions and high literacy rates. History buffs can explore Colonia del Sacramento, a UNESCO World Heritage Site with cobblestone streets and Portuguese colonial buildings. Americans often love the food scene. Juicy steaks rival Argentina, but Uruguay also has unique dishes like the chivito sandwich. What surprises many visitors is Uruguay's progressive culture. It was the first country in the world to fully legalize cannabis, and LGBTQ+ travelers often rank it as one of the most welcoming destinations.
Number 8. Georgia, the country, not the state.
Situated at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, Georgia is one of the most underrated travel destinations for Americans. The capital, Tbilisi, is a colorful mix of ancient churches, hot sulfur baths, and funky street art. It feels historic and modern at the same time. Georgia's wine tradition dates back over 8,000 years, making it one of the oldest wine regions in the world. For American wine lovers, it's a dream come true. Statistically, Georgia's tourism numbers have been steadily growing, but Americans still make up a very small percentage of visitors, so you'll feel like you've discovered something special. The food here is unforgettable. Dishes like khachapuri, a cheese-filled bread, and khinkali juicy dumplings win travelers over instantly. Nature is another highlight. The Caucasus Mountains rival the Alps in beauty, offering epic hiking and skiing opportunities. And historically, Georgia has been influenced by Persians, Ottomans, Russians, and Europeans, so every corner tells a different story.
Number 7. Namibia.
In Africa, Namibia is often overshadowed by South Africa or Kenya, but it offers some of the most dramatic landscapes on Earth. The Namib Desert, home to the world's tallest sand dunes, creates surreal Mars-like scenery. Sunrise over Sossusvlei is something travelers never forget. Namibia also has unique wildlife experiences. Instead of the crowded safaris of other countries, here you'll find vast, quiet reserves. Etosha National Park is famous for elephants, lions, and rare black rhinos. Statistically, Namibia is one of the least densely populated countries in the world. That means wide open spaces and a true sense of wilderness. For Americans, it's surprisingly accessible. English is an official language, making communication smooth. Culturally, Namibia is a mix of indigenous traditions and German colonial influence, creating fascinating towns like Swakopmund with Bavarian-style buildings. And for stargazers, Namibia is one of the best places in the world for dark skies. The Milky Way here looks like it was painted across the desert.
Number 6. Laos.
Tucked between Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia, Laos is often skipped by travelers, but it's Southeast Asia's hidden jewel. Luang Prabang, a UNESCO World Heritage City, is a serene mix of golden temples, French colonial architecture, and monks collecting alms at sunrise. Nature lovers will find waterfalls, river caves, and jungle treks that feel untouched by mass tourism. The Kwang Sea Falls are especially breathtaking. Statistically, Laos remains one of Asia's least visited countries, meaning fewer crowds and more authenticity. The Mekong River runs through the country, and slow boat journeys here are a peaceful way to experience village life. Culturally, Laos has strong Buddhist traditions, and visiting its monasteries feels deeply spiritual. Food is another hidden gem. Sticky rice, herbal soups, and spicy dips make for a unique cuisine that differs from its neighbors.
Number 5. Oman.
When Americans think of the Middle East, they often think of Dubai or Egypt, but Oman is a refreshing surprise. Muscat, the capital, is known for its clean white architecture and friendly locals. It's modern, yet it holds tightly to tradition. The country's coastline stretches over 1,000 miles, offering pristine beaches and world-class diving. Dolphins and turtles are common sights. Statistically, Oman is one of the most stable and peaceful countries in the region, ranking high in safety. Its landscapes are breathtaking: towering mountains, desert dunes and wadis, or natural swimming pools hidden in rocky valleys. Historically, Oman was once a powerful seafaring empire, and its forts and castles tell tales of trade with Africa and India. What strikes many Americans is how welcoming Omanis are. Visitors often mention being invited for coffee and dates by strangers as part of the country's famous hospitality.
Number 4. Romania.
While much of Eastern Europe is gaining popularity, Romania still flies under the radar for American travelers. The medieval city of Brașov, with its Gothic black church, feels like stepping back in time. And yes, this is Dracula country. Bran Castle draws curious visitors. Romania's landscapes are incredible. The Carpathian Mountains offer hiking, skiing, and villages that feel untouched by time. Statistically, Romania is one of Europe's most affordable destinations. Meals, transport, and hotels come at a fraction of Western prices. Bucharest, the capital, is known for its mix of communist-era architecture and lively nightlife. Culturally, Romania blends Latin roots with Slavic, Ottoman, and Hungarian influences. Folk traditions remain strong in rural villages. And for history lovers, the painted monasteries of Bukovina are some of Europe's most stunning cultural treasures.
Number 3. Kyrgyzstan.
This Central Asian nation is often forgotten, but it offers some of the most jaw-dropping landscapes in the world. Kyrgyzstan is nicknamed the Switzerland of Central Asia, thanks to its towering peaks and alpine lakes. Lake Isikkul, one of the largest high-altitude lakes in the world, is a centerpiece of local tourism. Statistically, more than 90% of the country is covered in mountains, making it a paradise for hikers and adventure travelers. Culturally, nomadic traditions remain strong. Travelers can stay in yurts, ride horses across valleys, and learn about eagle hunting. The capital, Bishkek, has Soviet-era architecture but also buzzing markets full of colorful fabrics and spices. For Americans seeking something truly off the beaten path, Kyrgyzstan delivers an authentic, raw travel experience.
Number 2. Albania.
Albania sits in the Balkans, just across from Italy, but it remains a mystery to many American travelers. The Albanian Riviera has turquoise waters and sandy beaches that rival Greece, but with far fewer tourists. Tirana, the capital, is vibrant and quirky, filled with street art, colorful buildings, and lively cafes. Statistically, Albania is among Europe's fastest-growing travel destinations, yet costs remain incredibly low. Historically, the country was closed off under communist rule until the 1990s, which makes its recent cultural revival fascinating. Ancient ruins, Ottoman towns like Berat, and mountain villages add depth to its attractions. For Americans who love road trips, Albania's winding coastal drives are among the most scenic in Europe.
And finally, number 1, Bhutan.
Tucked in the Himalayas between India and China, Bhutan is one of the most unique countries in the world. It's famous for measuring gross national happiness instead of GDP, focusing on well-being rather than wealth. Thimphu, the capital, has no traffic lights but plenty of charm with its traditional architecture. Statistically, Bhutan limits tourism to protect its culture and environment, so every visit feels exclusive. The iconic Tiger's Nest Monastery, perched on a cliffside, is one of the world's most breathtaking sights. Nature lovers will find untouched forests, snow-capped peaks, and some of the cleanest air on Earth. For Americans seeking spiritual journeys, Bhutan offers meditation retreats, ancient temples, and a slower pace of life. And there you have it, 10 countries that most American travelers overlook, but each one offers experiences that rival, and in many cases surpass, the most popular tourist spots. From Europe's hidden gems to Asia's untouched wonders, and Africa's wild deserts to South America's relaxed coastlines, the world is full of surprises waiting to be explored. So next time you're planning your vacation, maybe skip the usual suspects, and instead, take a chance on a country that might just blow you away. Which of these destinations would you put at the top of your travel list?